So it's a new year and you want to start investing in US stocks from Europe. How can you do that? Well, luckily there are several investment platforms that allow you to invest easily in the US, European and global stocks and indexes. And in this video I'll teach you how to buy your first US stock from Europe. Hello finance people, my name is Robert and I'm here to share my learnings and experiences about personal finance as a European. For this video I'm going to use Interactive Brokers as my platform to buy US stocks. There are a few other brokers you can do this with, like the Giro. However, in the past year or so I've noticed that I've used Interactive Brokers the most as they have low prices and features like recurring investments. And later on, once you start investing more, that's going to be super important because this feature many other brokers don't offer in Europe. So if you don't have an Interactive Brokers account yet, then go to this link here or just click on the first link in the video description and just sign up. By using this link, you will also support this channel without any extra cost to you. So once you sign up, you will see this Interactive Brokers dashboard. For this tutorial, I will use the web portal instead of the mobile app or the desktop app, but it's just a preference. And you probably don't have anything here, but I have one ETF, so it shows some graphs here. But probably when you start out, you kind of want to deposit money first because you want to start investing. So you can deposit from here. You can always come to transfer and pay, and then from here you see transfer funds. Now you have options to deposit money or withdraw it, or just transfer funds between Interactive Broker accounts. We're going to deposit some money, so if I select that one, you can see I have two options here, but actually let's create a new one. I'm going to show you how to do this. Now this depends a little bit on your currency and the country you're in, but basically I have two options. I have the bank transfer and I have transfer from Wise Balance. I'm going to do the bank transfer. The time I did it, it worked in an hour or so. So let's get the instructions. So here they kind of give you the steps, what you need to do, but basically we need to give the name of the institution. So in my case, it's ING Bank, BV or something like this. This is not the real one, so check your bank's details. Then you need to give your account number. It's usually start with something like NL, for Netherlands and so on. There's some numbers. You just add the IBAN number here, and then this is the account nickname, so later on you can find it. Then just tell them how much you want to deposit. Let's say I want to deposit 2,000. And the cool thing is now in Interactive Brokers you can do recurring transactions. Okay, once you're done here, let's click on Get Transfer Instructions, and here you have the details. For most of you, if you're in Europe, you probably just need the name of the beneficiary and also the IBAN number. So this is this number of the bank account in Germany that Interactive Brokers have. If you need, here's the SWIFT code, and this is the beneficiary bank, just in case your bank requires that, so you can enter that. And then super important, you need to add basically your account number to the payment reference when you're making the payment. This way, Interactive Brokers is able to connect your account with the money you're sending. So once you're ready, once you've taken all of this information and use your online banking to send the money, you can just click here on Finish, and that's pretty much it. If I go back to make deposits, you can see that I have the bank account here, it's saved it, and now it's expecting some money to come to this account. As mentioned, it took me maybe an hour, and then I could already see my deposit. But this might depend on your country, on your bank, and stuff like that. So it shouldn't take too long though. Let's press on Home. Okay, let's say now the money arrived, you're ready to buy an asset. Let's say we're interested in Tesla stock. It's always a hot topic. I'm going to type in here Tesla in the search box. And then let's click on more results. And you can see, whoa, that's a lot of options for Tesla. Look at that. That's much more than I thought, right? What's the difference? So you have here Tesla Nasdaq. That just means this Tesla stock is sold on Nasdaq in New York. That's basically a stock exchange. There are other ones that are sold in Europe, for example. Here at the bottom you have this other Tesla with TL0 or O, I'm not sure which one is it, which is sold in Frankfurt in Germany. So that's just another exchange. Now the difference between the two is that this one in Europe is sold in euros. Because our account is in euros, it's quite beneficial to actually buy the stock also with euros because you don't have the conversion fees. But you can also buy the original stock on Nasdaq in dollars. So if you have euros, you can either just exchange your euros to dollars. So you just search for this one, euro.usd, and then you can buy the USDs. or you can just go ahead and buy the US stock with dollars, and the interactive brokers will do the exchange automatically. And the fee right now is $2 up until $100,000. Now, the other options here, you can see that there's these leverage options, 3x, 2x, and so on. This is basically your borrowing kind of money, and your money becomes more. So let's say that 3 times leverage just means there's 1,000 of your money and 2,000 of borrowed money. And when you together, you have 3,000 euros to spend. And this is great when the stock is going up, you're gonna make triple the profit, but there's a big risk if the stock starts going down, it's triple the loss. So we are always trying to minimize the losses. So that's why using leverage is very risky. So if you're starting out, I would just avoid that. But for later on, if you feel comfortable, you wanna take big risks, then you can go with the leverage positions. Now, let's say we're interested in the European one. So I'm going to click on this. Below this number, you have the stock. I'm going to tap on it. And now here we are on the asset page. This is basically the Tesla. And you can see that this is sold in Germany because there's a little German flag here. If you tap on it, you'll know more details about it. So this is the price it's selling right now. And this is the candlestick graph. You can change a lot of things in the graph if you're interested. So for example, if you don't like the candlesticks, you can also tap on this one and have like a line chart here. And if you're not happy here, for example, we can take a look at a 6-month period. So one day is not really telling. So that's why 6 months, 3 months, you can take a look where we are standing right now. Do you find this video helpful so far? Then give it a thumbs up so I know you like this type of videos. But most of you just want to buy a stock or an ETF or any asset. So how do you buy? Well, there's a big buy button. So let's try it with that one. And then you have here basically the order ticket. From here, you have, make sure you're in the buy order, you're not selling it. You have the quantity. Now 100 is quite a lot with this price. So let's say you want to buy, you could buy also 10 stocks, then it will be around 2,000 euros or so. Okay, but if you have certain amount, let's say you have 1,000 euros, how do you actually buy them? Well, you can set from here, just tap on the euro. And you can see that now the quantity is actually in euros. So let's say if you have 1,000 euros, then you just type it in here. And then for the order type, there are many options, but I'm gonna show you the 2 most popular. You have the market. Market is the simplest way to make an order. You basically say that I wanna buy with 1,000 euros, and then it's gonna execute with the price that is currently on the market. Now it's somewhere, it's gonna be roughly this amount. It won't be exactly always, but it'll be roughly that amount. And it just executed directly. The other option is to limit your order. In this case, you can say, hey, when the price is 230, then execute the order. It doesn't mean it's gonna buy it for 230, but as soon as the price goes below this 230 threshold, it's gonna execute the order. But if the stock's still dropping and dropping, you might buy it for less, or if it's just like a bounce, then you might buy it for a bit more, but that's just details. So let's say if I wanna buy it at 230, and now I can tell, well, how long is this order active? It can be active for 1 day. And remember, this day, it just depends how is this stock exchange open. Then you have the option to good till canceled, and it is what it sounds like. It's gonna get canceled only once you cancel it. So it'll just wait in your account until it's canceled. So you can leave it there. And then you have the at the opening, which just means the next trading day, it will take a look at the opening time. It'll take a look, okay, is the price 230? If yes, then buy it. If no, then it's just going to cancel the order. So the most popular ones are day or good till canceled. So in this case, I'm just going to choose the good till canceled. And now we are ready to buy this one if you want to. Now, one thing I didn't mention just now, you can see that here we have 1,000 euros, but we get actually 4.34 shares. And this means they're fractional shares. You're not buying a share at a time, you're actually buying a share and a half. And usually that wasn't possible, but now Interactive Brokers added this feature. You can buy now shares with decimal numbers. But let's say I just want to buy 10 shares. I like to keep it very simple. And this is how much it would cost me. And now, before actually buying it, you have the profit taker and stop loss. Now this is a bit more advanced, but I think you might be using stop loss at some point. This is basically you telling that if the price drops too much, let's say it hits 200, Then I want to sell this stock. And from here, you could just enable that. You see, stop loss price and so on. And again, time to force today or good till cancel day. We probably would do that. Now, we're not going to go there right now. And before submitting buy order, you can also preview it. So if I click on preview, right now it's complaining because I don't have enough funds to buy this. But here you would see what are you buying, the commissions. Usually it's about €3 if you're buying from European exchange, and then the total amount. So you can see it just lists out everything here. And then you click on transmit order, it will try to execute the order, but in my case, it's just not working because I don't have the funds. Oh yeah, and just keep in mind that when you're buying stocks or assets on the exchanges, they have opening hours. So for example, if you're buying for US, they are open, local time. And if you're buying from Amsterdam or in Europe, then they have their own times. So you can check online what those times are for different exchanges. But it doesn't mean that the order will execute immediately. If you buy it on Saturday, you'll wait until next Monday morning to just execute it. So this is the portfolio. Let's say I bought this ETF and now I'm happy with it. Okay, I'm happy with the profits. I want to basically sell this for profit. How do you do that? Well, the easiest way is to come to your portfolio. If you tap here, and then you can see I only have one asset in my portfolio, but if I click on it, you can see it's the same kind of an asset page here. It's on the Dutch market, but now I have this additional section here, your position. This is how much my market value for this ETF is, and basically the daily profit or loss is €9 profit today. And unrealized profit, that means profit for the whole time duration is about €100. But in any case, I'm ready to get rid of this now. What we could do here is if we click on the sell, remember I have 52 shares here. Click on sell. Now I could say, okay, I want to sell 52 shares. You see it's selected. I'm gonna just do it market order, and now I'm gonna enforce it day, yeah? So if I would now click on submit sell order, it would just try to execute the order with market price. But let's preview it. From here you can see that, again, you have the preview, the summary, what's gonna happen, this is what you're buying, this is what you're selling, and basically here's the commissions. And in total, you're gonna get this much in your cash balance. So there's some more information here. So always just check the preview that you're happy with everything that's going on there. And now if I would click on transmit order, it would just execute the order. But I don't want that. I want to keep this ETF. But this is how you would actually sell your stock. Now, we live in uncertain times, so I got worried about what if my broker goes bankrupt? What would happen to my money? That's why I created this video right here, where I talk about the protections you have if the Giro, Interactive Brokers, or eToro go bankrupt.